What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with another video. We're going to talk about the Central Division and who I think will be the best team in this division. This is a prediction. So injury, trades, and stuff like that happens, and it's just to have fun and give y'all something different as we wait for more news and more things to happen in the NBA. And I'm just going to give you my reasoning why I put the teams in order. I want to start with the fifth and work my way up to the first. And, let's go. Number five, the Cavaliers. I like what they have been doing when it comes to drafting. I love what I see out of Isaac Okoro, a guy that can play the 2 and the 3 and guard 1, 2, and 3. Very mobile, athletic, a guy that can interrupt passes, can knock down threes, can get to the basket, can get out and run in transition and get easy buckets. And he fit well with Garland and Sexton because he doesn't need the ball to, he's not a ball dominant player. He's more like a 3 and D guy. And they needed a guy like that because Jetty is not known for his defense and his offense come and go. Plus, Isaac Okoro has high upside. He's a hard worker and he brings something that they didn't really have at those wing positions, which is defense. And on top of that, Colin Sexton looked fantastic. We know he's a workaholic. We know he's going to improve. When he got drafted, I thought that he was a steal, considering that I felt like he can be a good player in the league, and he's done that already, becoming a 20-point scorer that can get to the basket, that can hit floaters, can hit free throws, can hit mid-range, can hit threes. He still does have a huge tunnel vision, not making the right play, looking to score more besides, looking to score without trying to make the right play for the team. And he's going to have to learn that, and you're going to have to be stern on him for him to get it. Garland, we still got to see what he's going to be. He has upside with his shooting and playmaking ability, making him an ideal fit with the team, with his ability to set up guys and being able to find guys while also being able to play off ball. Modern day point guard, but he still has consistency issues because he is coming off an injury and he didn't ever play in the season because he was a rookie. So those things, made him have a bad rookie season, but it looked like he's going to be motivated to play better, and he looked it pretty good in the opener. And then you got Drummond, one of the most tenacious rebounders and best centers in the league, and Kevin Love, a guy that can play with these guys because he can score with and without the ball. He's a good rebounder, a good passer, and very unselfish, and that's something that they need to go with their backcourt and the rest of this roster. And Kevin Love wanted out, but he actually is the ideal big alongside Drummond that you will want with their backcourt in their wing position. So I like what they're building. They still need a superstar. I don't know if they have that yet. It don't look like it. But if they're bad again, which I do have them fifth, they have a chance to get a high pick again to add alongside an already pretty good looking team, and try to move up back into the playoffs. Number four, I have the Pistons. I like Blake Griffin. I like Derrick Rose. I like the fact that they went with Killian Hayes, a guy that has all-star upside with his ability to make passes and score. And he has good feel for the game to me. He just has to work on his jump shot and his consistency, which I don't expect to happen this year because he is a rookie. You just want to see him develop. You just want to see him grow and just, understand the game a lot better as he goes into his sophomore year and build upon what he does in his rookie year. So he's very raw, but he is very, very young and he has huge potential. And that's why I thought it was a good pickup for them. You look at the fact that they still do have guys like Sekou who has upside too. I want to see what he's going to be and what he's going to do, as he was a guy that a lot of people looked at as a good foundation piece for him. We just haven't seen enough of him to see what, if that's going to actually become reality, I should say. And you look at the other pieces they have. Jeremy Grant looked at pretty decent, being able to be a good rebounder, a guy that can guard 1, 2, 3s, 4s, and sometimes 5, depending on what lineup is out there. Can get out in transition, knock down threes, can get to the basket from time to time, can backdoor cut, and has potential to be a 20-plus point scorer, given the minutes, given the opportunity. And you're only paying him $60 million for these years that he's there, so he might be worth it, but he's not going to be that superstar player that they need, and that's why they have Killian Hayes and possibly another pick, as I do see them being the fourth best team in this conference. But I do kind of like what they're trying to do, but I also think they got some guys that they should just trade and just go all young. I don't think they should try to balance out old and young because a lot of those guys in their 30s and they don't really fit the timeline of what you should be trying to do because this team is, to me, is rock bottom, and to me they kind of trying to be competitive while also being bad because they have a lot of young players. So to me, they should have just did like the Knicks and just go completely young with a couple veterans and let those guys develop, let those guys grow, let those guys play, and just figure out what you need as you continue to see what you have. When I go to three, Chicago. Chicago looks terrible. They look out of sync. They don't have that good of defense. But I think they have enough weapons compared to the other teams. Once they get clicking, once they get familiar, once they get utilized the right way, I think Chicago could be pretty much a 25-28 win team because they got Zach LaVine. He's going to get you 20. Marketing is a good player. Kobe White shows that he can be a starting caliber guy. They have a decent bench when it comes to talent. They do have Otto Porter, a good fit for around what they have when it comes to guards and in front court. Wendell Carter, a great team player, probably their best defender now that they lost Chris Dunn. And to me, they have a lost direction too, as they have a bunch of young guys that doesn't play well together, doesn't fit right. It looks good on paper when you see the names, but when they play together, they just look terrible. And that's how they look with Borland, and that's how they looked in preseason. That's how they even looked already. So to me, the Bulls don't look good. The future don't look bright because the pieces that they have don't fit. And if they don't move some guys or change how the direction they're going with this team, they could be stuck to mediocrity or they could be very, very bad and probably going in a different direction when it comes to personnel. I don't really think that's a bad thing because the guys, flat out don't fit. And if you don't have a coach that can get the best out of them and you just went through two, now you have to figure out if Billy Donovan can figure it out. And if he can't, you're probably going to have to make some dramatic changes to this roster. And to me, that'd be a good thing because you'll actually have a direction and identity that you're trying to go for with a team like this, which is going nowhere. Number two, the Pacers. I like what they have. Sabonis has been an all-star. It looks fantastic. Now that he's back, Oladipo is now playmaking and knocking down tough shots. He's going to be good for them. Warren is one of their best players. He still look like the TJ Warren that they need him to be. Brogdon is healthy, a guy that can penetrate, set guys up, hit threes off the dribble or off screens or even with them catch and shoot, can play well off the guys that they have. And Miles Turner, a guy that's unselfish, can space the floor, can protect the rim, and can really be a decent post player on the other side of the block from Sabonis. So they have guys that fit. They have guys that play well. I think they're going to take a step back defensively, but I think they move forward offensively. And to me, they're in a tough situation too because they're not good enough to win a title, but they do have a lot of talent. So I don't really know where Indiana's going to be 2 to 3 years from now, as some of their guys' contracts will be coming up. And do you really want to pay a lot of money on a team that's just good but not great? But also, you don't want to rebuild because you have to get a superstar. You have enough players to trade for one if they become available, but you also have to keep these guys on the roster, and you will not be able to get a lottery pick either. So they kind of in the middle, no man's land. In the middle, they good enough to make the playoffs every year, but not good enough to win the title. And that's the reality if you're a Pacers fan. But at least y'all have a good team, and we'll see what they put together in the future, and if they can get back to that NBA Finals, what they did with Reggie Miller. Number one, Milwaukee. This wasn't that difficult. They got the reigning two-time MVP, two All-Stars, and him in Middleton. They got Drew Holiday. They still got Budenholzer. They still going to be one of the best defensive teams. They still going to be one of the best offensive teams once they start gelling and clicking as the season continues to go on. I think they're going to run away with this division just like they did the last time. And I think they're just going to dominate the East. I have them number one in the East, number one in division. And I do think Giannis will be in the MVP conversation. And to me, that's who I will pick. No brainer, not tough, not difficult. Didn't even have to think about it. Once I seen the people in this division, the teams in this division, I knew the Bucks was going to be number one. They're just that good. But the question for them would just be, can they play well in the playoffs, which they haven't been able to do, and can they get to the finals? And that's going to be something that making a Drew Holiday trade should help that to happen. But we still have to see it come to fruition. Other than that, check out my website, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link up in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link up in the description comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that check it out. You can also buy merchandise on my Facebook page. You can pick hats and shirts. You can change the color of the hat, change the color of the shirt, change the logo, customize the shirt and the hat the way you want it to be. Message me, I can get it shipped out. You can also find exclusive merchandise on my spread shirt. That will be in the description in the comment section below. Check that out. And thanks for everybody that supports that and checks that out. Also, if you don't want to buy merchandise, you can like and share this video. That's another way for this video to be reached and seen by more people, and that can help this channel grow. So I appreciate that. Also, feel free to comment what I got wrong, what you think is right, what you think is wrong, whatever you feel, or if you even want to drop your top 5 list, you can do that too, because I read every comment. Also, check out my older videos. If you're new to this channel, I make a video each and every day throughout the whole year, and I try not to miss one day. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it. I offer breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, summer league coverage, draft coverage, free agency, trade deadline, top coverage of the hottest topics. Also, top 10 listed just like this, season previews, and also playoff predictions. So if you love basketball, you need that daily fix every day. This is a channel that supply it. Other than that, that's Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. Hope you guys enjoy y'all Sunday, and I'll be back with another video Monday. Enjoy.